are in the perfect harmony. So one is not too low or one is not too high. So we need to make sure that we are just well balanced. And also this awesome Himalayan incense stick for the good energy, for the good vibe. And in this video, I'm going to talk about, are you truly sabotaging your own self? Are you really killing your own dreams because of the fear of your haters, because of the fear of your enemies, because of the fear of the copycats who copy you and think that they could one up you? Or maybe just destroy your vibe or just destroy your desire because they being rather ugly and weak and basically miserable, what they want to do is they want to take away your passion and they want to steal your passion, which cannot happen. Why? Because your passion comes from the depth of your soul. And how do you know that? Is because you are connected straight to the source. So while the demonic entities, people who follow you in and they think that they are better off than you, whereas they would be million times below you spiritually and even financially and even how they are basically an entire being presence. But I'm talking here about the spirit. So it's not about who has more and who has less. I'm just talking about your spirit, your heart. I'm talking about your intent. So don't think that somebody who has less, who's poor, who's working in 3, 4 jobs just to make their ends meet, they have got a very good heart. That's not true. Give a poor or a weak man power, and then you see how demonic they are. So don't just trust people because they are weak and they act like I'm so nice because they are weak. Their weakness is not because their goodness is not because of actually them being good. Their goodness is because of they are weak. The moment you give that poor man who is doing 3, 4 jobs power, and you see how they exploit people underneath them. And don't think that a rich man is always corrupt. You might find a lot of billionaires and a lot of high people with strong money and power who do their business clean, who keep their acts very clean. So how do you come to arrive at this point whether somebody is truly walking the right path is when you see them with power and then you see them act right. Now, that is the true checkpoint. That is how you truly come to this understanding that, wow, this person is truly a valuable person. Many times people are nice. The ordinary people are nice because they do not have, it's like a snake which doesn't have fangs. So that snake cannot bite. And then you call that snake as, oh, you're a righteous snake. Quite funny. That's not real. So you would get to read people. That's how you learn. That's what you learn in psychology. And that's how I read people. Not because they try and act nice because they are poor and they have less. But how you truly move. How are you actually built? What is your intention? Because you might find that these people work day and night just to get that goodie, just to get that bag, only to be more demonic because they fear that, well, I suffered, I struggled, and nobody was there in my downtime. So now that my time is up, now that I ride the high waves, well, let me go down and exploit people below me. And know that nobody is your friend. Not somebody above you is your friend who claims that they are your helper, or somebody below you. People below you, they are like parasites and snakes who want to bring you down into the same ditch that they are fallen down to. Don't think that people who are below you feel like they are your appreciators. They appreciate what you do. What they truly come out for is to copy you, is to steal your vibe, is to steal your energy. That's why these people are called as energy vampires. You know what I'm saying? People who have been completely beaten down by system, by their own families, because they all live with the same snakes. And then they see somebody like you, who is so lit, who's so high vibrational, who is so beautiful, sharp, and brilliant. And then they cannot take that. So naturally, these people get so damn jealous of you. And all they do is try and steal from you. Have you ever noticed how come when you step out, all these demons get outside? Poor, pathetic beings. Because they are secretly in competition with you. With you? You're unstoppable. You're not in a rat race like them. You're not built like them. You do not live by the rules for the rest of the masses. You are cut from a different cloth altogether. Your soul is stitched differently. So no wonder you, as a chosen, you find yourself quite alone in the world because you do not see anyone like yourself. You see people who are jealous of you, you see people who want to bring you down while learning from you. And this is what is called as theft. This is thievery. And all these people, these low vibrational ones, these come from these are all the employees of Thievery Corporation. That's what I just made up right now. So why I read this beautiful book of Lao Tzu? Because he talks about the way of action is through inaction. And that is not so that you can escape your responsibility, so that you can just be a dumb, retarded person. A lot of these ignorant people who claim that they are intelligent and who claim that I got this and that, well, that's because they want to show a lot more than they want actually know. Because they are so terrified of accepting this fact that, well, I don't know. A true genius is able to claim this fact, the truth that you do not know anything. And that doesn't mean in complete naivety, but because you have the courage, you have the intelligence, you have the guts. Because all of this needs a lot of guts to be truthful, to be walking this path, which means a lot of learning. And as you go on learning, you find that the subject goes deeper and deeper. But a lot of fools out there are going to misuse it and say, well, I knew it, so I didn't start at all because I know the worthlessness of it all. So why get my feet dirty into this? Because you see, it's all a lot of mess you're getting into. So when Lao Tzu meant that the way of doing is by not doing, a lot of cowards and a lot of ignorant people thought that then let me just stay lazy and do nothing. So there are 2 points in a circle where you have not started and you say, I don't know, because you are in deep ignorance. And that needs courage to accept that, well, I don't know. And the second one is when you are on the way to make a perfect circle. You have started the journey. You went through all of the highs and lows. You went through all of the suffering and the miseries and the torture that you had to face. This is your hero's journey, basically. And then when you come about that, then you come to this point and say, well, the deeper I'm getting into the subject, the more complicated it gets. And that's why after you've learned so much, you say, I don't know, truly, anything. But these 2 points are completely opposite. And most often the ignorant one who doesn't know would act and claim like, well, I know it all. I'm the smartest. And that's why they want to come in front of you showing like, look, I'm better. It's like you learn they learn from you by copying you and hating you at the same time. And that's what Kendrick Lamar's song talks about. In one of his songs, he says that they copy you and they hate you. It's as if you see the teacher, you see the Buddha, and you want to learn the being of Buddha, the lessons of Buddha, but you want to kill the Buddha. But don't you see that the Buddha himself and his teachings are one. You cannot take away one from the other. So now we claim that Lao Tzu was great, and I've got this awesome book, Lao Tzu Tao Te Ching, and I read this, and this has got a millions of books and copies sold worldwide. But when Lao Tzu was truly alive, and he was forced to leave, because it's a strange and bizarre thing. People truly love what Lao Tzu has to offer, but they do not like somebody being so bright and so lit with utter simplicity of who he is. They want to learn the calmness from him. They want to learn to be free like a careless man. Like you've got no worries on your head. And the cost of it all, the fact that you're born, no matter what is your situation, you've got to suffer. Because life is plain suffering. But the liars out there, they want to show, oh, I'm so happy. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I'm so happy. Look at you. Ha, 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 ha. All that shit, all that drama. And most of the dumbass motherfuckers are going to tell you, like, oh, you don't have it sorted. Well, look at me. I'm so desirable, while they being complete shit. You don't even give a fuck. You don't give a fuck about them. They want to copy your mannerisms. They want to copy your grace without having to do any bit of work, without having to learn to live in truth. Like, what are you copying? The final end product? The world we live in could be much better without the divide. But no, the society wants you to be divided and they want to conquer it through that way. So So you're forced to live in the most lowest level of consciousness of, I'm better than you and let me fight you. Because how dare you be better than me? So no wonder everybody sees everyone else as the enemy. And it's not that because you're chosen, a demon, a low vibrational, stupid, ignorant fool ass also has got an amount of haters. So you might think, how come you have got a hater? Because you're already way too dumb. But no, their corruption makes them dumb. Their greed makes them dumb. They're them not truly growing up, in the sense of growing up means you've got to learn. Because if you don't learn, life doesn't care about you. You might die. Life doesn't care about you. If you're not learning, if you're not growing, nobody cares. But these people, these low vibrational, ignorant snakes, parasites, energy vampires, they want to just be living in their own self delusional world and think that, let me just keep on talking lies. Let me just keep on throwing negative energy by just being around you so that your mood goes completely off. Like you just do not want to be around them. And naturally, you do not go where they are, but where you go, these people come out. That's not love. They don't come out because they care for you. They come out to steal your vibe, to throw their ugly drama. I was at the store today, at grocery store, to buy some fruits and stuffs. And there are these two ugly women who come about throwing up their drama and negativity to everyone around, especially to me. And you know, the hate that's intentional towards exactly you. But of course, I didn't care. Like, I acted like you don't even exist. But I could read through. Being an empath, I know the misery that those women were in. A pathetic, miserable being is always going to laugh at others, play down at others, or talk shit about you. I see a lot of school children do that. And it's pathetic, it's bizarre how come their society, their parents, their school, the environment around them teaches them pure hate. They are cutting their roots and making them dumb from the very root level. See, that's how you're cut from your own intelligence. And such people are narcissistic now. And when they grow up, all they know is just by attacking onto others so that I have my share. And that makes a perfect recipe for a big rat in a rat race world. And here comes the world where you don't need to learn, you don't need to prove yourself. You just act barbaric, you just act retarded, you just act stupid, fucking stupid. And you make fun of somebody else who's much sharper than you, who's much brighter than you, who's far more intellectually zillion times better than you. But you do not have the respect to learn, but rather what you do is put them down. You rather steal them, steal their vibe, copy what they're doing in the most ridiculous ways, and act like, well, I'm better than you because I stole. But Lord Krishna talks about this in Gita. You are getting nowhere out of this. Everything wrong that you do, everything of a menace that you make, of a mess that you leave in the world, you've got to clean your own shit. So people who think by taking from others, by snatching, looting and attacking others, by taking their good aura and vibe, they're going to get somewhere? Fuck no. They're getting nowhere. Because they be so miserable in a group of 5, 6 and 10 people where one dumb guy talks to another dumb person and all they talk is how disgusting she is. Who do you think you are? Are you some princess? You are nothing. But their conversation is all pathetic and drama. They want to bring your vibe down. But the more the haters try, the stronger you get. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. They don't know that you're not covered like them. This whole rat race thing and like I'm better than you, or some stupid ugly driver who cuts you off on the way, who just wants to show that I'm better than you, that man or woman is straight going to hell. Because first of all, see this, people who just want to bring they want to throw up their drama and hate is because they feel, I just had enough. I can't take this anymore. So let me just throw off my garbage, my can of garbage onto others. And these people, they will have their time. You don't need to worry about, oh, I want my revenge, I want my revenge. You don't have to. You just let go. But utilize from that experience. Letting go doesn't mean that you would not take the right step, you would not take the right action. Letting go doesn't mean that you let them. I mean, yeah, sure, there would be times when people would just want to attack your aura, your energy. Physically, in physical presence, or spiritually, throwing up their negativity onto you. And you must protect yourself. How do you protect yourself from these spiritual attacks and attacks onto you? Is by vibrating much higher than these low vibrational frequencies. You see, people who have got good energy, who have got good vibration, those people, those friends, those families, they vibe different. There's a beauty around them. Like in the same store, I found a lot of beautiful people who have so calm and serene energy around them. It shows in the way they move, it shows in the way they are, without trying anything at all. Those are the angels on the planet. I went for swimming today, and there also I could find so many angels who do not try to be something special, but they are just being themselves. They don't bother about others. They keep to themselves. And there are also some demons who just who are more interested in just feeding off of others' energy by bringing others down. Oh, look at you. How are you swimming? Ha 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 ha. Look at you. What sort of stroke is that? What? Like, you're not here to explain to nobody. You do your own thing. And I know I've got a lot of things to learn. I know I'm a beginner. People who laugh at you for you trying something new are the biggest cowards and losers. I never claim that I have this and that and I know stuffs. Because I know. Like, it's all a journey. Your whole life is a journey. And every single day, you've got to learn. Because if you don't, life will slap you. If the haters and the enemies in the external world are not attacking you, life itself will slap you straight on your face. She'll make you realize what are you doing? Because you are answerable to yourself. You're not answerable to someone else like, okay, this is my father or mother or husband or son or grandson. Every day you wake up unhappy is because you are answerable to yourself. And to avoid this realization, people want to be with a lot of people and they call it family. I have this man who takes care of me. I have this woman who takes care of me. I have this son who I need to take care. See, if I don't, who else will? All under this disguise of running away from yourself. And that's not wrong to have a family and friends. But what is a lie is when you are not living in true authenticity. When you are trying to be someone who you're not. It doesn't matter you're single or you're double or you have a family of 10 people. That is not the case. The most difficult thing is being honest to yourself, whether you're alone or you're in a crowd. What the opposition in the world outside lets you open up and make you stronger is every time there has been an attack on you, you grow stronger. It's like you're the gold that literally burns in the fire and shines brighter. Whereas there are others who are just living their life in complete avoidance out of this illusion of security. Ah, I'm safe, I'm secure. There's no security. To be born is to live in danger. There is no security. Let me repeat that. You might get a heart attack. A nerve in your brain might not work. And you might die of a stroke. You might die of an accident. Life comes with no guarantee. All this thing of insurance, I insure you going to live longer, is all bullshit. All these were lies created by humans because they were so terrified of accepting this raw fact that being alive is to live completely in danger. You might be just walking in the shopping center and there might be a psychopath on the run who has got a revolver who just got psyched out today and goes out and shoots people. And there's no logic. And you would say, but that doesn't make sense. As if you truly understand, if there is something that makes sense. People act insane because they do not know how their own mind works. Today, because somebody is saintly, don't be sure that they're going to be a saint forever. Tomorrow they might turn to a murderer. Because they say society pushed them. Nobody is born a murderer until they push them. Nobody is born a terrorist until all of the situation went adverse. So the disbalance of the energy, the imbalances, you see, one energy trying to act too much secure, trying to keep yourself too much secure at the cost of putting others at risk. That doesn't work. That never works. It has never worked. So your security is an illusion, first of all. And people want to just be a coward and come behind you because they feel that, wow, wherever you go, it's safe and secure. It's safety. You make safe space for others while putting yourself at risk every single fucking day. The sort of society we live in, somebody who has the least, the society is such a leech, such a cheap coward thing, they want to still extract from you. And no wonder somebody who does a 9 to 5, they've got to pay way more taxes than somebody who has got billions and millions. Because these people, they don't have to do nothing. And the less you have, more will be taken from you. So much about capitalism. So I want to now read out this poem, Fame and Fortune, from this beautiful book of Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching. Which is nearer, name or self? Which is dearer, self or wealth? Which gives more pain, loss or gain? All you grasp will be thrown away. All you hold will be utterly lost. Contentment keeps disgrace away. Restraint keeps you out of danger. So you can go on for a long, long time. How beautiful is that? Because after you have tried enough, try to get that thing, and you tried certain times and you didn't get it. And then you also come to this question, how far am I going to go? Is that even worth it? Because see, there are two voices constantly playing out inside of you. One that says, don't be a coward and give it a shot. Maybe you will learn that. Maybe you'll have that. So let's roll the dice one more time. Maybe this time you hit a jackpot. And the other one that says, but I already tried so many times and nothing worked. So let it be. And let me just be happy with what I have. Let me be content with what I have. And then you do enjoy what you have with what you have. And then you go out because you cannot be in your home all the time. And you want to go out because how the society is there for you, you are there for the society too. It's not that only they can keep on eating from you. You want to eat from them too. Because if they take from you, you must take from them too. You can't let thieves and stealers and cheats go on stealing from you. It's your time. And sometimes you're in a state of so much silence and you don't know. You just don't want to do anything. You don't want to say anything. Or you feel that things are just being done through your body. Like your body is in complete state of action. But you're so silent. You've just gone so silent. And like real silence. This is silence of not just your mouth being closed, but not even your thoughts. You have no thoughts. But you see your body's in action. Body's doing the things. Body does the work. And then you go out because the forces of energy play out onto you. Sometimes you are high and sometimes you are low. And this balance is not only yours because see, we live in a connected society. So the negative energy of the world outside affects you because you're an empath. It affects you. You're not a cunt like them. You're not energy vampire like them. And the world we live in, a true creator, a true genius, their voice, their arts, their creativity would be suppressed. And a dumb, stupid person's creativity, their children, their society, their fake ass shit would be heavily promoted, marketed, till till you just get mad with it. Everything is about marketing, advertise it. So many ads. And to shut that ad, also, you have to then take a YouTube premium so that you don't get to see those ads. So first you go out there to make yourself public. Yeah, I'm so famous. I'm so famous. Fame. And why do you want fame? Because the society doesn't want you to have fame. Why do you want money? Because society doesn't want you to have money. Why do you want love? Because the society is so toxic. They all be hating on each other and faking with their dumbass families that I'm happy. Ha 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 ha. Look at their misery. Them and their miserable life. If that was a happy way of living, why do we have such a toxic society? Why is nobody happy? Why is everybody so depressed? Why is everybody so hateful? Why is everybody so jealous? That means you're not living in your truth. You're a liar. You're a fucking cunt. You're a cheat. That's what you are. And though there are two parties, and it's a knot, and one tries to overcome the other, the good forces try to overcome the evil forces, and the evil forces try to overcome the good forces. So there's a constant war between angels and demons. And as above, so below. So on the planet Earth, you see the demons are constantly fighting with the angels, trying to suppress their voice, trying to suppress them, trying to be louder than them, trying to be more than them at the cost of money. Like, I'll buy this and that. And now I'll keep you behind because you cannot be better than me because of jealousy. And the angels, they would be trying their best to learn and to work and to make things the right way. It's not that angels don't make money. It's not that angels are not skillful. Angels are intelligent, they are beautiful, they are dynamic, they have charisma, which the demons don't have. And that's why there is a clash between angels and demons all the time. Demons want to possess the angels, but the angels, they want to set the world right. Demons want to create their ugliness through whatever way they do is just ugly. Whatever they do is ugly because that is the pure essence. The dark is dark and the light is light. Why are these people the energy vampires? Why the darkness acts like that? Because some point in time, they also wanted to be good. See, every child is born an angel. But how the society and the world outside makes them ugly to a narcissist, to an energy vampire or demon is when they tried and nothing worked out. And they were forced into this thing that there is no prize that I get for being good. So let me just be a devil, let me just be a demon. And let me the greatest of them all so that I can say that I'm bigger than you. So that I can have more. So that I can claim that I'm much better than you. So all the cowards hide behind you. And that's why wherever you go, these cunts, they follow you. Because on their own, they are so terrified, scared that I'm a demon and some other demon is just going to come and attack me. Because a demon has got a lot of other hater demons. So they think that, okay, you being a person of light, you being the chosen, you create the place safe. While they would be witnessing your wars, they would be witnessing your everyday war for existence, for survival. Because you don't fuck like them. You're not mean and cheap like them. And that's why everybody has got a big mouth to talk about you while being not even the dust of who you are. So be yourself. The more the society outside wants to mend you like them and act like a blind, make your vision even more clear. Make yourself even more creative. Make yourself even more brilliant. Shine like a diamond. They want to dim your light. That's never going to happen. The more they try, more you're going to go in the opposite direction. Because you're not seeking their validation. It's about you. It's about you showing up for who you are. That's all that matters. That's just all that matters. And sometimes you might think nothing makes any sense. Nothing makes any sense. Then let it not make any sense. Who cares? You will die and your enemies would die. And this whole world will die. And everybody that has been created has lived through the same cycle. Look at your ancestors, or thousands of years back in time. Nobody remembers no one, so why be so serious? People who have an opinion about you, who judge you, are because they think too high of themselves while they would be nothing at all. Always a dumb fool has got a huge sense of ego about themselves, like, wow, I'm this and that. They have this sense of entitlement. That's why they go about throwing their drama and ugly tantrum that nobody cares shit about. Anyway, just be you and just create what you have to create. And you don't like it when others copy you, then just agree to the fact that you are the trendsetter. You are the real leader. You are the one who inspires people. Take that as a trophy. Wear that badge. Because you are really reforming society. And for doing this brave act, naturally you would be hated. It's like you're the medicine for this sick society. And that's why they want to be around you. And you need not keep yourself locked in just because you want to keep yourself safe. There's no safety nowhere. You might die sleeping, or you might as well die outside, out there in a war. So don't think of saving yourself because defending yourself is misery. Don't defend yourself. Go all out there. Go all in. Because it's always a coward who wants to force feed fear into you. Never a person of light. Never somebody who's invested in their own self. They're never going to do that. So just listen to your own self and listen to nobody else. Don't listen to their coward, dumb hate about you that they say, oh, you're like this or that person. Oh my God. Their ugly drama is all a depiction of who they are. Nothing is about you. People want to portray and project onto you what they are lacking. So when they lack that creativity, they hate you for that. How dare you be you? How come you're not coward like us? How come you're not blind like us? How come you are so bold and free? And look at us. We always live in groups, we always move in groups. We always need, these are the people who are always in need of someone. You need nothing. You need no one. And that's why these cowards are scared of you. They are literally scared of you. They're scared because they never saw somebody like you. And that makes them terrified. Like, what if there is actually a God who she worships and literally I feel that she's kept safe because you chose the truth, because you chose divinity, because you chose a real essence and not lies. You didn't choose to bend down in front of others and lick their shoes like how these cowards do. All their life is about scheming, using this and that, and tricking against you or throwing up their negativity on you, or let me follow that. Let me copy what you do. All this is coming from the cowardice. Cowardice of not standing up for who you were. They chose to sell their soul. They chose to crawl while they could have chosen to be standing there in the pure truth, raw essence of who they are by staying true to themselves. And that standing in truth needs courage. It's not for the spineless. And there are enough spineless people they wouldn't have a problem while you're down and low. I heard a beautiful video. I heard a beautiful quote on a YouTube video that said, when you're down and you're beaten down by life and you're at your lowest, nobody's going to come and lift your hands and say, come, rise up, my friend. But while you're trying to fly high and you're soaring high in the sky, there'll be a lot of demons who would come out there to shoot you. This is society. And when you see there are a lot of peoples and demons coming against you, that's exactly because you're flying. Because the demons do not come for somebody who's already dead, like them. A demon never ever comes for another demon that says, I'm dead and I'm dying. They leave it. They're happy. Good, you're not my competition. And the price of all this is it's a solo journey. There's nobody in this with you. It's you and your truth. You walk with God's alone. And that's what terrifies these cowards. They talk about you, they watch you, they monitor you, they follow you, they gang stalk you. And they do all sort of shit under the sun. They talk lies about you, what's not even true. Because they want to somehow have this delusion that, oh, you're not the chosen. What they truly want is your friendship, your companionship. But that would need a lot of smashing down of their ego, which they would never do. So all they do is turn that love into hate. So basically, all of your haters are your mad lovers. They truly love you, but they do not have the honesty to accept that. And that's why they show up their love as a disguised hate. Again, coming from the house of lies, you must be kept afar. And we, the chosen, we just unmask you right there. I see you naked in your spirit. All these demons, these energy vampires, I see them, they're being what's exactly behind that. behind that mask. You're the real ghostbuster. You can read people of their energy from meters afar just by watching them. And they want to downplay you. Their acts only makes you stronger. Their acts of the more they want to tell you that you're not that smart, the stronger you work on yourself. The brighter you shine. It's like that's what the quote says, right? The darker the night, the brighter the star shines. And that's the reason why they're going to keep on hating because they chose a life of comfort, of lies, of submissiveness and going against the real ones. And what's even better, you're not seeking anybody's validation. You don't care if these people clap for you or these people talk negative about you. Because your intention and your alignment is to the truth. And being on the seesaw of life, you know that going one end too high or the other way too low, getting happy with the profits and getting sad with the losses, getting happy with this thing I got and sad with that thing I lost. Maybe it seems pointless. And there's no logic that says, if I did that before, now I could do this. Or if I have not done this, I could not do that tomorrow because everything is changeable. There's no constancy in life. There's nothing that is now that is not going to change. Like, look at a flower, a real flower. A flower is beautiful and blooming in the morning sunlight. And the same flower dies by the time it's evening. So that few hours of bloom, but look at the beauty, look at the freshness. The flower doesn't live in fear that, oh, evening comes and I'm going to die. Flower is fresh and blooming. And then evening comes and takes away the life of that flower. And that is death. Look at nature. Everything that is around is completely always changing and it's created and then it gets destroyed. But our illusion that no, I'm going to be forever and my plans and strategies are going to work all the time. No, it doesn't. And the illusion of control, I want to control things. I want this to be in my decision. I want this to be in my favor. First of all, look at this. Your desires are also not your desire. Your desires are just the mirror image of the society. Because they told you should have this and that to call you successful. That's why you do this and that. If you were born in a different world with different set of people speaking a different language, your life would be absolutely different. So you're just a product of society. All of us are. So your desires are also not your own. You like something because somebody else seems happy having that. Maybe they enjoying that meal. If I go and order that, I might enjoy that too. They living in that house looks beautiful. Wow, I would like to have that too. They be having a nice vacation in an island and you feel, wow, I should do that too. So you do all of that and you feel you do enjoy that for a moment. But then there is this swing of the pendulum to the right is the swing of pendulum to the left. So the more you enjoy, an equal and opposite force of unpleasantness and sadness also comes in. So once you have enjoyed that vacation, that beach, that island, that holiday, That doesn't last forever. And then you are back into the daily questions, the burden of living to fight the same or different entities which doesn't have the best interest in your favor. Or somebody stealing your vibe. Or you doing all of this hard work all by yourself, all alone. Because what is the other choice? Or you not having courage to find the right people, set of people to work with. Or you might be just being a bit lazy and the effort that you want should surpass your laziness. And having to try only to fail and then have another attempt at failure. And then they say, keep on going till you get it. As if the setback doesn't eat your energy. As if you're in a boxing competition and each time the opponent knocks you, you don't feel hurt. But then you must get up and give another hit, another punch, so that you are called as I'm victorious. There's too much work, and sometimes you don't know if you're really ready for all of that, only to let it all go. So you don't feel satisfied and fulfilled. Either you're all in the game, which is equivalent to dying, or while you're not attempting and you're being lazy and you're being a coward and you are being a snake. Because that is death too. These energy vampires, they are dying and they feel that you're very happy with all that attempts that you make. You're very happy with your skill. No. That is also a lot of hard work, and that is also there's unpleasantness you have to face in both the sides, whether you're acting or you're not acting, whether you're being lazy or you're being a go getter. A go getter suffers a lot, but they rather not say it because then the lazy ones would say, see, I knew, that's why I didn't move my ass. So I just slept on the couch all day and all night. And I ate those Cheetos. Because even if you talk about comfort and just binge watching your favorite shows on internet, on YouTube all day and night, the silence inside of you always questions you. What are you doing? And when you go out there and say, yeah, I'm a doer. I'm doing, I make things happen. See, I'm not lazy. I do stops. Then you face the ugly world outside and the enemies and the haters and their negative auras and vibes, which is like violence. So nobody told you that life is like so. And you were born into this sort of a world, which everybody is living in complete misery. And everybody's lying that I'm happy. So you come to terms with what is, and you just look through the lies of society, and that's why they hate you. Because they fear so naked in front of you. That's why they want to run away from you. Because you see them naked stripped in their soul of the pretense that they do, and that nothing of that makes sense to you. Like, why are you doing all that drama? And you see this everywhere in shops, in office, in grocery stores, on the traffic, in society in general, basically wherever you are. And those who like you, they love you like they really love you because those are your vibe tribe, because they in turn are themselves the empaths who see the things for what it is and who are not interested in doing this drama. Like, I should lie and I should fake it, because if I don't, I have nobody to help me. So just be you, 100%. Don't ever try to fit in into a world that wants to make you smaller, that wants to basically make you shrink yourself. Don't ever do that. Because the way the society is, the lower you get in order to be accepted, more they're going to slap on you, more they're going to hate you for you shrinking. And the more you are yourself, the more you stay as yourself in complete boldness and courage. When you have the guts to say a bullshit as a bullshit, bold and loud and clear, when you have the courage to voice out the lies